All right, let's try. Let's see what's going on with Diddy.
It was a horrible day for the defense. Trafficking, all these other
Yeah.
crimes, a little bit harder to prove. What doesn't lie are financial records, and they got Diddy dead to rights when it comes to bribery and extortion. That something like this could ruin him. He wanted the video. He said if it got out, it would ruin his career. Mr. Gomes put the cash through the money counter. There was stacks of 10,000.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people trying. Right, a lot of
RICO, which is racketeering,
and also what my mom used to call me.
Que rico. Wait, no, I've heard that in a porn somewhere. That's weird.
God damn.
The RICO Act is basically a law that they put in place to be able to combat criminal organizations like the mafia and different criminal gangs. Correct. Sean Combs is charged with leading a criminal enterprise involving employees and business entities under his control to engage in a wide range of criminal activity, including trafficking, forced labor.
Yeah, so if they can just get him on 2 of these instances for for RICO, he's pretty much done. Right? They don't need much. And they already have a lot. Right.
Kidnapping, bribery, arson, obstruction.
As long as you have the appearance of it, that's enough.
So today they get the bribery down. The reason why
because it's like, okay, well, it's like, what are you doing with all these people?
Upstairs and stopped everything from happening. So they brought this guy in. He didn't want to testify. He pleads the fifth. So obviously they give him immunity, so he can't plead the fifth. If you don't know what pleading the fifth is, it's when you basically invoke your right, which is like the Fifth Amendment in the Constitution says that, you have the right to not incriminate yourself in any kind of court proceeding, right? So you invoke the fifth, that stops you from
the right
testifying.
to remain silent.
The prosecution wants him to testify, so they give him immunity, so there's no chance he can be charged. So now he has to testify. But that immunity does not count against perjury, meaning you cannot go on the stand and lie. He gets on the stand because not only does it implicate Diddy, but it implicates his employees. And remember, we're talking about a criminal enterprise. Was Diddy part or head of an organization in which multiple people were engaged in crimes in furtherance of said enterprise? And I think one misinterpretation that people have is they think like RICO only has to be about making money. It's not. Sometimes it could be a way to further set crimes. So let's say if Diddy's really obsessed with
instigating crimes,
specific set of crimes that he likes to commit, he wants to get away with. If an organization is colluding together, like multiple people are colluding together to help
maybe
them
it's
make those crimes happen,
maybe being a coyote,
gain, it could still
being a drug trafficker.
So AUSA is the person basically.
But yes, there are many ways you can get into RICO.
Attack on Cassie happened on camera. Where did you work on the day in question?
It's not very right. RICO is a very it's a general term, right?
Garcia says Misadventure did not request it. AUSA says, did you review the incident report? Yes, there was an attachment that I didn't open.
I mean, sure that there's there's
from who? Christina Coram.
Specific instances that
she asked if I had the video. Christina Coram
gather to what becomes RICO. But if you have enough of those instances, well,
took care of a lot of
you're looking like a criminal organization, right?
Employees, paying people off, all these different things. So now
you're looking like you're doing some weird shit with a lot of people.
Very, very likely she's going to testify. I'm suspecting that because she's the closest to Diddy, she's the one who's going to be flipped. And then that's really going to fuck him. But let's keep listening. What does she ask for? The video. She said Mr. Combs had been intoxicated and didn't remember exactly. What do you tell Miss Coram? That she would have to talk to management? Did she reach out again? Yes, I got a call from Diddy the lobby.
No, I'm just gonna ban you people now.
Diddy the lobby sounds crazy.
It's the same fucking
I got a call
shit.
From lobby.
Get the fuck out of here.
In the morning.
What did she ask for? The video. How did you respond? That she had to talk to management or file subpoena? Did you tell her that you saw what you saw in the video? Yes, I told her off the record it's bad. Did you get another call? Yes, from a New York area code. It was Mr. Coram. She put someone else on the phone. Who? Mr. Combs. He asked, do you know who I am? What did you say? Yes, you're the diddler. He asked for the video. He said he'd been intoxicated. I told him I can't give him the video. How did he sound? He was talking fast, stuttering. He sounded nervous. Did you email management? Yes. The email I sent. Why is this important? Because beyond this man just testifying about the fact that he received a bribery, he has corroboration about the requests from them about that video. Again, remember this video didn't come out till years later.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So Diddy's team hears there's an email, they go objection, the judge goes overruled.
Oh, wait a minute, I want to hear this shit, bitch.
Email as shown has Combs' phone number on it, not redacted. It says Combs, aka P. Diddy, says he is a patron and wants to talk to you. Did you get more calls from Miss Combs? Yes, on my personal number. Ooh. Hey, man, Miss Combs get a little freaky for Diddy. How did you react? Nervous. Miss Combs passed the phone to Mr. Combs again. What did he say? That I sounded like a good guy. That he could help. That something like this could ruin him. He wanted the video. He said if it got out, it would ruin his career. Garcia, I said I didn't have access to the server. He told me he believes I could make it happen. He would take care of me. What do you think he meant? Money for the video. What did you do? I reached out to my supervisor about it. Okay, want to take a little bribe under the table?
Yo, you want to split 50-50 on this Diddy shit? Because Rinani calling me on my personal phone. The thing that happened is that, listen, if you want in, we could split that. You should split that, take that, and then we shut the fuck up about it.
So, who was your supervisor? Bill Madrano. He told me he would do it for 50 and not cents.
Hey, 50 what?
Okay.
50 bands?
What do you think that meant? He'd give us 50,000. What did you do? Called Christina, who put Mr. Combs on. He called me Eddie, my angel. I'm sorry. There's like little details like that you're just like, this nigga's telling the truth. Mr. Combs told me I knew you could do it. Let's do it right away. Objection, Your Honor. Pause. Sustained. Diddy, stop being gay. All right. He went into the server room. Then he handed me.
Okay. Oh, damn. Diddy's getting fever.
You know, I read this.
You're getting that Diddy fever.
Hey, listen. Then he handed me a black USB. What I read is then he handled me with a black USB.
God.
And said done. But anyways, then he handed me a black USB and said done. The video was in the USB. What did you do? Told Mr. Combs. Where did Mr. Combs want to meet? West LA. He said, let's get it done. He wanted the video as soon as possible. I told Bill. He told me to tell the others, and I was on an errand for him. So basically, his supervisor covering for him. They are getting paid. They're splitting it. What was the meeting point? A big high-rise building. I called the number and someone came.
Oh yeah, Inner City Press. Yeah, they're the ones who go in. They're basically one of the.
I remember D-Rock.
Federal
He's the man
news
who's referenced a lot. Went to jail for some time. Ended up
that
coming
you can
out
get
becoming,
on
Puffy's bodyguard.
certain
He was also
coverages.
implicated with Diddy, Biggie.
Oh,
Biggie, Diddy, was all these names.
He's on
But
Twitter.
it's
So if you want to
because
read
I'm
all
suspecting from
the
everything that I've read, that this
basically
man's either
sort of
flipping on
like
Diddy or he's a
dry
co-conspirator. My
transcript,
odds are
right?
he's not
Raw,
willing to go back to jail, so we're
raw
gonna snitch on the man.
transcript reading
But
stuff.
again, this guy was there for a lot of the crimes. He's allegedly the man who took Capricorn
Where there's,
Clark,
like, no
one of Diddy's
emotion,
assistants,
basically.
brought her to a high rise, put her in a room,
It's just
closed the door,
cold,
and then she
just
had to do a lie detector test for
objective
5 days
reading
straight. And
on
basically,
both,
they're saying if you don't
on
pass
what's
this test, 'cause
happening.
they suspect that she stole some jewelry. If you don't pass this test, we're going to throw you in the East River. Again, these
Or
are threats
I
of
guess
violence.
it's
Really
better
important
to say
stuff, because if he
neutral
ends up
reading.
corroborating what any of the
There we
testimony
go.
came from before, they got Diddy on RICO charges. Now, everyone who's part of the conspiracy, even if they didn't commit every crime, is going to jail.
Yes.
If the DA is pressing
If-
charges
yeah.
against them. So it's in their best interest to flip. You're looking at 20 years. 20 years in
Yeah,
federal
basically,
prison.
they're
And
looking
federal
for
prison
plea
is
deals.
Not like state prison. or
Right? You
anything
don't
of the
want to
sorts
go to
because
prison?
You don't get parole.
Make some deals, yeah.
you're flipping.
At best, you might get 15% of your sentence shaved if you have good behavior. That's at best.
Yeah, at best.
But generally speaking, this man is looking at 20 years in prison, and that's why they're going to flip. What did he say? That he kind of came up with Mr. Combs, that he was a good guy and I was doing a good thing. Mr. Combs was smiling, called me Eddie, my angel. My voice was crackling, so I said I was coming down with something. Mr. Combs said Christina to go get me some of the tea that he liked, and then he asked me, do you have it? I said yes, and handed it to him. What did he do? He left, came back, he asked if it was the only copy, and you said, I believe so. Mr. Combs said it had to be the only copy, nothing in the cloud. I called Mr. Madrano and he said it was
Nothing
the
in
only copy.
the
He took it off the server. What else did you say? That if Cassie filed a complaint, I could only get in trouble. Garcia, Mr. Combs said, don't worry. Cassie wanted it gone too. He called her on FaceTime and showed me. She was in a hoodie, but I recognized her. What did Ventura say? That she had a movie coming out and wanted this to not come out. He wanted my ID and that Mr. Madrano and the responding officer, Mr. Flores, but he was a very straight guy and probably wouldn't do it. I told Bill. What did Madrano say? We'd get Henry Elias, the other responding officer. Back to what I was saying. So when it comes to this case, the fact that we have so many witnesses,
You put on the
big,
fucking
big
wig.
donk for the
This
prosecution.
fucking guy. This fucking guy.
Like I was saying, okay? This is why it's important, okay? Come back.
Lock him up too.
Jesus.
Mr. Combs saw the IDs. He looked at Henry and said, yeah, that's him. Then he brought out the NDAs that I wouldn't speak about it. Do you recognize this? Yes, it states I provide the only copy of the video. Did you read it? No, I was serious. No, I was nervous. And were you given a copy? No. And the NDA, what were the liquidated damages? $1 million. Meaning if you violated the NDA, he would have to pay.
He would have to
penalty
pay,
of $1
yeah.
million. How much were you making? $10.50 an hour. Then what? Mr. Gomes put the cash through the money counter. There was stacks of $10,000 at the time. The machine displayed at the end $100,000. Why the additional $50,000 for me and what he thought was Israel Flores? How did Mr. Combs give you the $100,000 in a brown paper bag? Was the bodyguard there? Yes. It was Mrs. Quorum present? Yes.
Jesus,
You see
just
why they're asking this
straight
question?
cash.
They're
yeah.
putting these two individuals at the scenes of the crime. Why?
Yeah.
Because they're fucking flipping. And if I work for Diddy and I'm looking at 20 years, I'm flipping too. They are flipping. Mark my words. I told you motherfuckers, he's going to jail. I just don't know how long. I'm certain these bitches are flipping.
Yeah, they are.
Mr. Combs escorted me to my car. He asked how I'd spend it. He said not to make any big purchases. What did you do? Called Bill Madrano, gave him 50. How much to Mr.
I'm guessing in
Ellis? 20.
cash.
What did you do with your 30? Bought a used car with cash. So he
Yeah.
did. Paid his manager 50, took 30, which I will say, this is a good man.
Yes. it's a
You
good
want to know
one.
why he's a good man?
Because I would have taken that.
Because he told his manager that I got an extra 50. Oh, nigga, if it's me and I'm being crooked, I would never take the bribe personally. But if it was, I wouldn't. Not for that. I wouldn't take it for that.
I don't think you would.
No, I wouldn't.
I don't think you would.
Like, there's certain things I'm very capable of. I'd admit it. That's not one of them.
I know.
Look, if you're bribing me to do a
He
certain
had an
job,
extra
that's
50, told the manager the
that's.
truth.
I mean, the
and
money
gave the
would
money
have
to
to
the
be
cop.
very,
Which, you know, the thing
very
is,
handsome.
It's actually
Right.
good. Why? 'Cause that proves that he's in his disloyalty loyal.
Yeah.
In the way that
Right,
in
right,
his
you're paying-
crookedness,
Yeah.
He's actually
Right, I view it as you're
stands on his
paying me
word.
to
So, I
do.
think to a
You're
degree.
paying me to
Did you
do
hear from Mr.
something
Combs
so
again? Yes, he
fucked
called me,
up
told me
that
Happy
it's gonna
Easter if I
fuck
ever
with
needed
my
anything.
life, right?
Okay,
You're
did
gonna
you ever
have to
reach out
pay
him
me a
later?
lot of
Yes,
money.
a few years later, I asked if there was work in LA. I never heard back. You know the
You're
little thing
making
was
me
like Happy
do
Easter.
something that might
People think
fuck
that's
with my life.
insignificant. But
You're
when
paying me
you
a lot
run
of fucking money.
a criminal organization and where you're engaged in this kind of stuff, you're constantly paranoid.
Yes.
You're constantly thinking of where are
Correct.
my weaknesses. And what you do is you message people, you look into little things to put out
I mean,
feelers
just
to
look
feel
at
if
who-
there's anything that's suspicious or off.
I mean, I don't
So
want to
him,
bring
why
up
would he ever
fucking
send
just
this
the
man many
most
years later Happy
horrendous
Easter?
people on the fucking
It's probably
planet.
he's feeling
But look at
nervousness about
the
shit that he's done. And he starts messaging
right
random
dictator
people.
leaders of
'cause you think back on
certain
it.
right
Especially
countries
when the
back in the day.
anniversary of whatever the hell
They were
he
all
did comes up.
paranoid,
Mhm.
Oh,
motherfucker.
shit, I did have that day. He did. I mean,
I
me
mean,
make
just
sure we
look
still on
at
good terms.
G.
Yup.
He's fucking
yeah.
paranoid as shit.
Shit. Happy Heath, sir.
Even North Korean dictators fucking
Mr. Flores,
paranoid
did you
as
see
shit.
the video of it? Yes, on a news outlet. Mr. Flores
There's just
messaged
a
me
lot
with
of
a screenshot.
paranoid people out
Did
in
you
the
keep
world,
the messages? No, I wanted nothing to do with it.
and rightly so.
This is when the video first came out 2 years ago. Were you contacted by law enforcement? Yes. Did you tell the truth? No, I wanted nothing to do with it. Did you get your own lawyer and then tell the truth? Yes. No further questions, Mr. Steele. Sir, you were in the condominium unit with Mr. Combs and the others and received double what your boss was requesting. Fair? Yes. You told your boss because you're
I mean,
honest,
you
right?
would be
Yes.
paranoid
Yes,
once
Mr.
you
Combs
start
for work?
doing this
Yes.
kind of fucking
Let me show you
illegal
the
activity.
NDA.
Yeah.
Under NDA, you can't speak, is my understanding. It says nothing prohibits truthful statements in legal proceedings. I see that. You weren't law enforcement. No? No. I have
Or
nothing
being
further.
fucking
Redirect.
right,
This is when the
strung out
USA
because
comes
you
back.
keep
He goes,
doing drugs and
Para
shit.
4, can you read it? Can you read it after, however? And Garcia says, yes. Notify company to allow company to prevent disclosure. So you'd have to notify them first.
Yeah.
Yes. Objection overruled. Now, why is this important? Because the defense made it sound like, well, Mr. Combs didn't stop you from telling the truth, did they? He's like, well, the way I understood, but is it in the contract? No. Good. So he's trying to make it sound like Diddy's not stopping you from going to tell the truth. And then the AUSA says, yeah, read paragraph 4. What does it say? Before you tell the truth, what do you have to do? Let the nigga I just watched on camera with the big fucking bodyguard beat a bitch in a hotel lobby.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this witness is probably one of the most important ones right now. During a search at Miami Airport, law enforcement seized 2 cell
yeah, that
phones from
doesn't look
Christina
good,
Coram.
right.
She's his right-hand man. And what did they
Oh
find?
yeah,
2 cell
bringing
phones.
her.
Read
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
24 contacts were located on one of the phones.
This is
including,
the. This
in
is.
quotations,
Yeah, so this person is that lady, that was her right, that was basically that was Diddy's manager, in a sense, or agent, where she would fucking, basically get drugs for him and just, set up whatever Diddy wanted.
Eddie My Angel. And another one is Eddie My Angel Friend
And she's
Intercontinental.
there's been
Ladies
some
and
instances where she's been said to
we
do
got
some weird shit or say some weird shit to people. We got him.
This corroborates the entire story that security guard just told. There is also a photo of the IDs on the device. Which IDs are they talking about? Remember before they took the bribes? He wanted my ID and that Mr. Madrano and the responding officer, Mr. Flores. They found those on the phone. This happened over 8 years ago. Right after this witness came up, the CFO, which I believe is the chief financial officer for Diddy's companies, came to the stand. That means that he's about to testify under subpoena about all the behind the scenes of financial transactions that happened for Diddy. And he just testified to the extortion of Cassie's mother. So they go on break. All right. I want to
basically they tried to pay her off
they had the cross-examination
from
of
going
who
to
was
the cops or something.
Victim.
Right.
And she was the one who's testifying to the fact that Combs forced her to, snort things. Diddy forced himself on her multiple times. She testified to the fact that he was incredibly controlling. He witnessed him beat Cassie. She witnessed a lot of violence. Cross-examining comes across, and that's Brian Steele's time. And at this point, he's laying into her. He's showing video evidence of the fact that, she wished Combs happy birthday a bunch of times. She sent him a bunch of strange messages showing like affection, love.
I mean, that's just how a relationship is, especially when you're in a fucking...
Credible. That's the best way I could put it. So the defense does a pretty great job on cross-examination, making her seem like she's nothing and her claims are nothing. Even though she came across initially as credible, I think the defense did a fantastic job in that regards. Not that I agree with it. It doesn't matter what I agree with.
Yeah, I mean, their job is to,
the problem
put it in the...
for the prosecution
make it look good for
Everybody
Diddy.
that's coming out, everybody else that's coming out. It's not.
Yeah, but all
you
the
did,
stuff that's
like,
already
you
came
won
out right
that
now,
fight,
it
but the
doesn't...
battle is
it's
not
not
over.
looking
The
good
battle's
for
not
Diddy.
The battle's not over.
you got
All this
one.
baby oil, you can't stop it, bro. I'm serious. All this baby oil, like when a nigga does this, he going to jail.
Come on,
When a nigga does this, he's going to jail.
Go to jail.
Okay? And with that in mind, I want y'all just to think. Baby oil right now, 2-for-1 special. John & Johnson, Amazon, $25.99. I pay full price because I'm worth every dollar. Now, okay.
Why the wig? The wig's on the floor. Why the wig?
I don't know. When I put on the wig, I just feel creepy. I want to get in my Diddy face.
You don't need no wig. You
I'm
don't
just saying.
need the wig.
I don't.
You
need
don't need no...
Listening.
the same way Diddy don't need that baby oil in that room. But you know what?
Jesus.
When you a bad boy for life. Big dong. Put it in Cassie. Yes, that's
Jesus
my direct. That's how I feel this nigga was in the back of the
Don't
room.
touch me.
The-
Don't
the-
fucking touch me.
Touch.
You oil
Happy
brat.
birthday.
Why are you holding your boobs?
It's not holding my boobs. This is
This
just
is
me
so fucked
getting
up.
comfortable.
God damn.
Okay, like I was saying. So the fact that they have all these witnesses who are going to flip is just
Nigga, you
very
gay.
difficult to overcome this. The defense, they're doing the best they
Love
can.
you,
They
man.
just have an undefendable client in my opinion. And the thing is, they've already proven RICO. They've already hit multiple predicate acts. They 1,000% have him for this bribery charge. They're going to have him on obstruction of justice. They're going to have him when it comes to the drug distribution. Why? Because they already arrested his drug. They're going to get this man.
Yeah.
The only question I told y'all
Look,
is how long.
once
With
the
Diddy,
feds have you, they're not
he's
gonna
only
let
50,
go.
right?
Forever.
So
He's
he
done.
gonna die in jail.
Done.
I said you
done.
go.
But
As a-
this week is
Look,
the week.
I hate once the feds levy charges against you. Yeah, you're never getting out of that. When those charges are probably like that's like a fucking 90% conviction. You're fucked. You're gone. Right? When it comes to like state level stuff, maybe might be okay, but now when it gets to federal, oh fuck. They're not letting you go. They're gonna throw the whole fucking kitchen sink at you.
That they take the big old strap on of the
They're
law.
they're gonna
fuck
take as many
fuck 'em
fucking
real good.
like
Right?
1,000-page books and just
Listening for
toss
no reason.
toss the
Hey,
shit.
that's not the
right?
baby oil.
Chuck
that's my
them at you.
personality.
Word on the streets, and it is yet to be confirmed, but apparently 50 Cent wants to talk to Trump to not pardon this dude. But
That's petty.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why people were bringing up. Are you gonna pardon Diddy? I was like, what? Why the fuck are people bringing this up to him?
Photo is Diddy on a bike,
Yeah.
and then 50's in the back. You know there ain't no seat on that bike, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that
Oh my
one.
God.
Shout out to 50. You have to say in hip hop, 50's like a prophet.
And everything that 50
I mean,
says,
50. Yeah,
you
everything
need to
50
watch
Cent
that.
has
You need
said
someone who needs
has
to
been
investigate
pretty
everything
on
he
point.
says. Everything
Look,
he
50
claims,
Cent.
you need to go
50 Cent knew, right? He's in the industry, right? He's on the front lines. He's going to a lot of these parties, right? That has all these famous musicians and shit, right? He probably knows what's happening. He was even shot 7 times or some shit, 9 times,
and check it.
and
50
survived.
Cent is the Simpsons of the rap game.
Yes.
The way the Simpsons predicted a lot of
Oh.
shit, 50 doing the same.
Uh,
The feds, when they come
I
for
mean,
you,
Cat,
it's like an
right?
avalanche.
Cat.
This is why I was telling
Basically,
people,
the people who are
there's no kinks or
who
whatever,
are
like, you guys
around
have to
Diddy
understand
or
what a
who are
federal-
around those
what a
circles
federal
know
prosecution means.
know kind of
This is not a state
to an
prosecution.
extent
There's a
what's
reason why
going
the conviction
on.
rate is high. There's a reason why they're going crazy. People are like, I don't see Rico. I'm telling you, it was
Yeah.
very obvious when you read the indictment, the kind of proof they had and who they had flipped. Only one he has a chance on is the trafficking. And that's important because it probably carries the highest charge.
The only reason, when I said they didn't have Rico, it was because it was way early into the trial. It was like day 1 or 2 of the trial. I was all like, because they didn't with all the with the couple of witnesses they had, they didn't You would want all the witnesses to be hard hitting, right, in order to get Rico. But some of them were just like human trafficking stuff and stuff like that. And then now it's getting to like the to the meat, to the people who are like personally involved with the situation. And now it's getting like, oh shit.
You're talking about a minimum 20 years. But the Rico
Yeah,
conviction.
now that more
Oh,
witnesses are
they flip
testifying,
everybody
all
like
of the
Diddy
information's
flipped
coming
Cassidy
out.
from
Yeah,
her
it's
back to
looking
his
bad.
It's crazy.
Allegedly, Diddy never did that. That was the escorts. Just want to
Sure,
make that
but
clear.
he commanded
Because
the
Diddy was in that room like this, Daddy, and you're like, ooh, I like that.
I mean, he was sitting in the cuck chair.
It's me and you
Oh my
and the escort.
Anyways, there's nothing else to say on my part.
I've been waiting.
It's a wrap.
Think I want to make my move.
It's a
Yeah,
wrap.
now that they have the
Baby, if
financial
you
stuff,
like
yeah,
It's a wrap.
it's not looking good.
How
Well,
long you
not
think?
only that, but some of the
That's what you said
test
initially wasn't that. You know
testimony
what you
from
initially said?
the
Initially, what you said was like 5 to 10 years.
right
Once
bodyguards
Cole
and
flips,
shit, right?
Once the other guy flips, what they're gonna get him on is eventually
See,
kidnapping and holding
if
Cassidy
you only
as
get
trial. That's what I
pieces,
suspect.
it's
How
not
much? And I
enough.
think when
But
that
once you get
happens,
all the
that's when the
pieces
trafficking
and
comes
the
in.
right
Much.
Life in prison.
together,
You know, the funny
it's
thing
like,
is,
oh,
the defense
yep.
is not even arguing that he
Looking
isn't a
like you're
horrible person.
fucked.
They're saying, yeah, you know, he beat her a few times. And you're like, they're not even arguing. So you have to imagine a jury is going to find it in their best interest to find him guilty because
Correct.
of everything that's coming out.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's gonna be guilty on all charges.
That is-
I say he's gonna be guilty on all charges.
So here's my
Not
thing.
gonna
I
wait
think
for
he's getting life if the trafficking comes into play. If it doesn't, I got him on 30. I think they got him on RICO and the 2 counts of the violation of the Mann Act. That's what I think they got him on.
Well,
Just
with all the
that's not
info,
really-
with
I
all
like
the
that.
things
And they're
that
doing a
have
good
been
job.
said,
They're making
yeah,
a lot of
they
them
can
seem
get him on
wishy-washy.
everything
For
now.
people who don't really buy into how victims of sexual violence or whatever react. Especially apparently because the jury is a lot of older people. You can see the angle that they're going for, which is like you're lying, you're just here for the money. The problem because when there's so many of them testifying the same thing, it's like do I
Yeah,
really
once
believe
they
that
keep
all these people are lying,
testifying to
that
the same
cop
thing,
is
yeah,
lying,
it's
that
pretty
the,
clear.
the
Yeah,
guy at the
it-
hotel is lying, that the
Right now it's
security
just
guard,
up to the
You
jury.
just can't. The stylist is lying. Like even the men are all saying the same thing. So I think that's what they have to overcome. But the trial's not over. It's over, but it's not over.
It's
Thoughts
over, but
on
it's
that?
not over.
Let us know what y'all think.
I mean, even with what day 3 or day 4 of the trial, yeah, I mean, it was already looking like he was already gonna get tagged for a lot of shit, right? But now it's looking like he's gonna get tagged for everything now. Well, there you have it. Ebb and preach on Diddy getting caught. Bribing. Yep, that's not good. There are excuses working with Diddy under duress, but if I'm making minimum wage and someone offers me $100K to get rid of some tapes, I'm the bad guy. Well, I mean, Diddy was trying to bribe people from from speaking and shit sometimes too. So yeah, I mean, that's just what happens, man, when you have a lot of money and you're trying to keep a lid on information. All right, there you have it. Abbott and Preach. If you want to look more at their content, there you go.